Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome to our broadcast, Dreamhack Atlanta. We got the Team Fortress 2 Grand Finals about to get started. I am one of your hosts, Eckstein, joined by Iyer. Iyer, how are you doing?
I am doing amazing, Eckstein, and I am ready. I am ready for the TF2 action. I am here for it. I've been watching the games all day. I'm just been chomping at the bit. I got to get out here.
Yeah, it should be sick. Really excited for it. I haven't had a chance to watch too much of G6 yet in this tournament. One of our star teams here. They're going to be matched up in this in this grand finals, by Zone 6, a team that also has quite a lot of caliber. They just defeated Cat Noises Black. Shout out to them. Cat Noises Black taking third place. We also had some great teams joining us throughout this tournament. The Kyle Fett Experience coming in fourth, and then a shared fifth, sixth place going to the Cookout Crew, and my own personal favorite, the Portland Burnsiders. Shout out to all of our participants. But there can only be one team walking away with our grand prize of this $10,000 total tournament. Huge prize pool for Team Fortress. Really excited about it. And we're going to see how it goes here between G6 and Zone 6.
Yes, indeed. So one of these teams is going to be securing that bag today. And throughout the tournament, really, these were the two teams that we have favored to be here. Coming in, they were the clear front runners, and they have lived up to that. Wasn't easy, though. Just before this, you mentioned that Zone 6 did beat Cat Noises Black to get here, and if you did not see it, that was an insane game. Plays all over the place. You got spies, snipers. It is quintessential TF2 action at its finest. So if you didn't catch that, maybe watch the VOD later.
Yeah, one thing to note as well before we get into the action here, originally scheduled for BO5, we're trying to avoid a repeat of a historic Team Fortress 2 incident in which, due to unfortunate planning, a tie had to be declared in the grand finals because the players ran out of game time. You know, we had to get out of the festival, and the clock ticking today is 6 p.m. local time. We got to be done by, so these finals has been turned into a grand best of 3, and we also have our map bans figured out here. So to go through those real quick, it's going to be Process picked by G6, Product picked by Alfredo Dan from Zone 6, and then Bot Mode, banning Sunshine to force the last map, the decider, being Snakewater, as we see this wonderful graphic that also has some other team names in it. But ignore that. Those are some of North America's greatest teams, but not great enough to get it here today. And it should be a great selection of maps here, and kind of covering a variety of the styles of Team Fortress. Process a little bit more open, Goalie being a little bit more closed in, and Snakewater kind of a interesting blend, a bit more defensive map on last.
Yeah.
Gullywash also kind of trends to that direction.
Yeah, it's going to be it's a nice spread of maps to have because, you get Gullywash where you get to have your projectile classes sort of shine, and then Process where the hit scan tends to be a little more dominant. And then, Snakewater, a really nice, well-rounded map as well. So nothing too surprising coming out in the veto. No curveballs, no Koth.
Yeah. Bagel and Product both eliminated. That King of the Hill format certainly brings a different style and vibe to Team Fortress, whereas the 5CP push maps a bit more classical. I would say Gullywash, to me, is an iconic Team Fortress map. Process kind of one of those new blood ones, almost everybody's favorite ever since it was introduced, overtaking Badlands. And a lot of high-flying players here. G6 have been basically styling on opponents throughout this LAN, so they've been busting out a little bit of wackiness, juggling their roster around, putting people into different roles. And fantastic team to talk about their roster. Looks like right now they're lined up with Logan on Medic, Cap on Demo Man, Aim and Bot Mode playing Soldier, where Kobe and Habib will be holding down the Scout position. So kind of funny because 3 top demo men in the game and none of them playing the class. Habib, one of the all-time greats, recently quote-unquote retired, but has done some substituting in this most recent season, and of course making it here to Dreamhack Atlanta today.
Yeah, not unprecedented here for Habib. For those who remember RGB4, he did also make an appearance there, well not expected. So not his first time around on LAN. But going up against them, it is going to be the Zone 6 roster, which has remained pretty much the same throughout the event as far as I'm aware. So with that, it's going to be the scout duo of Scream and Shiny.
Then a.k.a. Krispy Kreme 2012.
Indeed. Then Electroheart and Cronjington Magoo. Many of you may know as Baradactyl himself on the Soldier class.
Yeah.
And then Alfredo Dan on Demo Man and Crazian rolling out on the Medic.
Yeah, Electroheart also goes by Frick My Nick.
Yes.
So, a couple players that have updated their nicknames, but, been a couple years for both of those players now using those aliases. So, that's what we're going with here tonight. And, Zone 6 gotten a lot of practice in today thanks to that matchup against Cat Noise's Black. And, as we mentioned, some good games throughout the group stage. That was part of the format here. Group stage to establish seeding, playing into playoffs. And basically, as well, G6 did get the win in the upper bracket finals up against Zone 6 earlier today.
Yes.
So let's see what they can do here.
Yes, indeed. And, I mean, really, the good thing about this format, as much as it can be grueling to play, it really means that you cannot fluke your way to this grand finals. You have to go through the gauntlet in the round-robin group stage and then fight your way through the double elim bracket. If you didn't make it here, there's really no excuses for you.
Yeah, and we are also on LAN servers, which is exciting. Brings a little bit more crispness to the hit scan. Even the projectiles as well. Everybody basically benefits from it. Maybe medics, it's a little bit more dangerous, but at the same time, those arrows also going to be crisper. So should get an exciting game plan. I think the players are just waiting for us, but now, the cycle continues as we're waiting for them. But green lights should have been shown all around. We should be getting started shortly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason you said everyone goes on about those 5-ping rockets,
For sure. It's been a great event here as well. Having a lot of fun at Dreamhack LANta. I've been casting a variety of games, been all over the place. Ire, what have been some of the highlights for you?
This whole thing's really been a highlight for me. It's my first time coming out to one of these LANs, just getting to experience, seeing everyone, commentating some great games, some Counter-Strike as well last night. So it's just been a really great experience. I got some Yao sauce.
Ooh, yeah, for sure. I'm actually all out of Yao sauce. This is reserved for a special event coming up in the near future. Actually, Yao sauce making a little trip to Europe. And we're going to do a taste test on stream for the TF Connect charity event coming up. That'll be real cool. Excited to give some Europeans a taste of that. Excited to share the sauce with a lot of the players here at this event. And, it should be getting underway pretty shortly here. Just been, a lot of fun. And I'm excited for the future of Team Fortress at Dreamhack as well. So,
absolutely. Well, it looks like we got some confirmation. We are going to be going live very shortly. Excellent. What are you expecting to see from this? Our first map is Process, as we did mention earlier. These two teams squaring off it. What do you think is going to happen here?
I mean, a lot of the games that we've been seeing have been very tight for the first 10 minutes. Teams having some difficulty scoring on last. That's probably going to be more so the case for Gullywash and Snakewater if we get there. At the same time with Process, still a measured approach to it. Will help teams get in there. So it might not be super fast. I think that we're going to see some fat air shots and maybe Habib just kind of mulching through some people as well on the scout. So,
yeah, I mean, players to watch, I think, for the side of Zone 6, Scream has been absolutely instrumental going in, getting those 2 shots hitting the meat. That's going to be a player you want to watch out for. Alfredo Dan as well.
Yeah, Alfredo Dan's been playing strong. I really enjoy watching Bear on the Soldier, Cronjington Magoo, while I was standing over their shoulders a little bit ago during the Cat Noise's Black game. Electroheart definitely doing a good job of leading the team through their comms. AIM is a personal favorite of mine. I like watching him. I think he brings a really good aggressive style and measured style to Soldier. But we're going to be underway here now, so all that's left is seeing the action. Another thing to point out is bot mode's been running this direct hit quite a bit. So we'll see if he can get some destructive air shots with that.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can ruin some people's days with that. And it's going to be right up net. Alfredo Dan, extremely low caps, just peppering these stickies across the mid. We'll get an arrow. But with the soldier pressure going on, it's a rough start to the map for Mr. Alfredo here, as he will just get bounced all around. But still somehow, despite health going really low, no frags found, as we're just teasing here.
Yeah, been some good arrows from Krajan. Both the soldiers, though, for Zone 6, basically getting zoned out here as they were extremely weak. Bot mode will find that direct hit frag to get the first one at this mid-fight. But, yeah, really most of Zone 6 able to escape out. Losing Alfredo Dan as well, though, will hinder their ability to hold on to the second point, as without some sticky bombs to block off choke, it's going to be G6 flying on in there.
Yeah, that was the big one. It was really just came down to the positioning and that damage. Once the frag came through, the dam broke for G6. They're starting to pressure on until last, just leaving a scout to secure the second point for them. That is Kobe there. As we're going to see AIM actually get cleaned up on a bit of a sack, so should see a bit of pump in the brakes here.
Yeah, AIM got a little bit stuck in there. Now Crunchington Magoo waiting for this health pack in lobby. And perhaps
Kobe's going to slip on the engineer. He can get this cap right here, right now. Almost in, and he will!
Oh, wow.
Kobe not playing spy, but might as well as decloak on the point there.
Yeah, with the slam dunk, gets in there before Krispy Kreme can even set up the level 1 sentry gun. And basically scares off the engineer, and you know, without the mobility of a double jump or a rocket launcher, nobody there to be able to block that point.
And another rough start. Alfredo missing the ramp slide in a rollout. Going to be arriving a little late to mid, but actually not going to matter all that much. Cap's not going to end much sooner than him. And it's just going to be a bit of a rinse and repeat. Less early pressure on the demo man here, but it's time. It's Crunchington Magoo going down to Kobe again. Ends it and starts it. Electric Heart going on as well. It is going to be the non-crit market gardener. How often do you see that?
From AIM, and yeah, again, basically both the soldiers going down kind of early. Crunchington Magoo getting jumped on by Kobe. And, well, after that, you know, Electric Heart didn't last much longer. The retreat was sounded, but Krajan unable to escape through choke, getting jumped on by the soldiers.
You actually see it just happened so fast. There wasn't even anyone to cap mid, but this will be a last hold for Zone 6. Just Habib over there to clean it up. And we will have to see how they want to approach this. Krajan just spawning recently. I got to be behind the 8-ball here, full disad. See Electric Heart on the sniper over here next to the engineer. Just going to try and get a shot on any entering players and then switch off, likely.
Yeah, G6 really showing off the speed and ferocity of top-level TF2. They're just going to go in here right away while that cap's still happening. Trying to tease those stickies, get them to be popped on point. The defensive effort there. Pretty strong, though, by Zone 6. Stickies will start getting cleared off here. No real frags going either way, amazingly enough. Scream, as his heavy weapons guy, able to shove everybody back from G6. They're pretty banged up. Might look for a re-entry here to get an off-Uber fight. Crunchington Magoo, very banged up, will get taken out. And this direct hit will help to deal with the heavy weapons guy, but still health pretty low. For G6, an arrow to bot mode definitely changes that picture. And AIM from behind, combining with Kobe, they get 2 kills, force out the Uber charge. And G6, well, it looks like they'll re-engage here. Scream now isolated, can't get arrow tanked. Kobe goes down, but Alfredo Dan cleared up by that bot mode direct hit. We are at 2-0 now.
That was really good there from G6. What they did, as soon as they realized that Uber was going a little south for them, because Zone 6 did a perfect job kiting it, but they knew they could engage in the post-Uber fight, and as soon as they got an advantage, it just kept falling in their favor. Krajan had to use the Uber in a bit of an unoptimal time, and G6, they were out of there. As soon as it came in, they knew exactly what they needed to do.
Yeah, just keeping that pressure up and relentless in their confidence to be able to secure the point. Bot mode just destroys Electric Heart with a couple of direct hit rockets. And now Crunchington Magoo, also getting destroyed. The air shot from bot mode, who is playing very well with this LAN ping. Direct hit gets a scout as well.
Yeah, we're seeing why that direct hit is so scary, especially on LAN. Just a laser beam. Even if you are losing that splash damage, Scream trying to go for a bit of a hiding play will get found out. That's another clean second take here. Zone 6, they need to get something going here. They need a solid hold. They need to push out, get something going their way.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to reset against these really strong teams. They're going to be coming in with this Uber charge as well immediately. A level 1 sentry gun up, almost getting it to a level 2. Aim taken out in front of spawn. Crunchington Magoo now trying his luck with the direct hit. Is able to scare Logan back a bit. Bot mode, his direct hit, putting some good damage on the sentry gun. Krispy Kreme keeping it alive for now. Does have to get some more metal from the spawn room.
Yeah, that spam is actually really important because it's prevented the sentry gun from even reaching level 3 by now, even though Sentry's been up for, I think, a few minutes.
Yeah. They've been able to shove him backwards, though, like I said, to get Krispy Kreme a little bit of breathing room. Make sure you can get that metal, keep that gun up. Crazian will have the Uber charge first, but G6 just waiting, taking a breath, but they've just been keeping this pressure up. AIM going for sniper switch off as well.
Yeah, AIM not shabby on the sniper, and we actually see that Crazian has worked himself into an advantage situation here. AIM not going to find anything on his first shot, just peeking into one, and actually really bold to stick around as long as he did. Very well could have gone. I mean, he's going for it again. He wants it all, but with Habib getting picked up, you'd think he's going to back off of it. This is risky business, but Caps absolutely there to just bodyguard his sniper. We'll keep it at 4v5.
Yeah, and I think that Electroheart was going for a sack to try to maybe get an awkward Uber popped out of Logan. But he got taken out. Krispy Kreme and Crunchington combined for 1 kill on AIM. So the sniper no longer present. Yeah, and Cat kind of getting caught by Boiler there.
Yeah, was spamming that sentry gun, trying to take it down, and just gets caught by Alfredo Dan Sticky. So you'd think with a demo pick and another, they might try and make this push out. Kobe going down as well. Trading with Scream. It's an exchange here in the lobby, though. It's so much of a better Uber for G6.
Yeah, especially with Scream getting dropped there. This G6 Uber has lanes mostly faded. Habib takes a bit of damage, gets cleared up by Electroheart. Bot mode still in here trying to fight. Cap coming in to assist. See what sort of damage that they can get. There's a spy, but I think that must have been Dead Ringer because he just went down immediately. I didn't quite see what a disguise might have been.
Oh, very loud decook on the Dead Ringer, and yeah, Crunchington going to sniff it out.
Kobe
baked bread.
Going for another basically solo Cap attempt. Does get a kill on Crunchington Magoo. But will get cleaned up around second. So Zone 6 able to stabilize a little bit. Down 2-0 here, but having a bit of a moment pushing forward.
Yeah, and this is the break that Zone 6 needed. They managed to stall this last push, but kicking back into mid just to see if they can get this. It looks like G6 is just going to concede. They know the situation that they're in. They know that Crazian has a large advantage at play. Electroheart with the double. Doesn't need a direct hit. Gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Onto bot mode there. It should spell the end of G6's mid-hold.
Yeah, Kobe does pick up a kill on Electroheart. He was hoping to just get to that large health pack in sewer, but was a player there to counter that rotation. Logan has been able to get that Uber charge. G6 who were doing a good job of that kind of not full commit on that mid-fight, but preventing the forward momentum from Zone 6.
Kobe, a clean two-shot in the flank, has opened up an avenue for G6 in, and with Crazian in that position just caught out, they have to force off, and it's such a later Uber again for Logan. Crazian can just dance around this rock as long as he can. Cap's gonna sniff him out.
Oh man, yeah, good movement behind by Scream, but he actually gets juggled by AIM, and then craters to his death with that double jump already being used. Kobe taking the health pack out from Electroheart's feet. AIM flying in here, gets the 1 kill, looking to get the other soldier. He actually will, stealing that health back from Crunchington Magoo. And AIM going for a shovel.
Still gets the kill. Not the style points, though.
Yeah, taking out that demo man, even though he traded out, is very worth it.
Yeah, and it's going to put Alfredo down the very long spawn timer here for last. We could see G6 roll in it, and they will. Bot mode already poking on in through lobby. Again, see Electroheart on that sniper by the left door, just seeing if they can take any pot shots before they manage to actually get into the last here on the G6 side. Good containing spam from Crunchington Magoo, just stuffing those players in one and rollout. So going to stop the advance of G6 for now. Risky fight with the scout. Not going to be won by anyone. Just backing on up.
Cap working from rollout. Kobe, though, on door number 5, far left side from the defensive viewpoint. He's building that pressure. Ubercharge is out here. Habib just gets the kill on Scream. Red team is trying to walk out with this Uber. Alfredo Dan is basically soaking the whole thing. Hasn't got a whole lot done. Does get a kill on aim, but there's so many players from G6 out here. The pressure coming in. It's suffocating. Krispy Kreme down. Just Crongington Magoo. He's not going to be able to block the point. 3-0 now for G6.
Yeah, I mean, Zone 6 did a good job to kite that Uber through spawn, but the problem is by the time they had their own Uber, they basically had to use it to even leave the door. So you saw Alfredo Dan, soaking up a lot of the Uber, only really able to get 1 kill with it. That was just a perfectly executed push from G6. They knew what their situation was, and they capitalized on it. But Scream, he's changing it up. They're down 3-0. They need to throw something at it, and it's going to be Scream Sniper to mid. Have to see what he can do here. As these demos start to exchange, Alfredo doing a little better of it. They will have spotted the sniper by now. Just not to hold the shot. As we see scouts trading out as the first exchange on mid. Big high bomb from aim. Not going to get anything, but a lot of damage done. Just no positioning for Zone 6 with that sniper, and that's the risk you run sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. Even if they get a little bit of damage out, they're not able to deny the bombs like a scout would. Bot mode hitting that market garden.
Bot mode. Market garden coming out, not going to Scream. Consolation frag. Actually, no, did get it onto Logan.
And bot mode doesn't hit that other shovel. So it could be a retake here from Zone 6.
Yeah, so Scream, while that sniper might have put him a bit behind the 8 ball on mid, managing to get Logan, does at least redeem himself, puts Crazian at a full ad in this scrappy fight. It's awkward, but it is coming up Zone 6 for now.
Yeah, slowly. Will be forward spawns for G6, so, I mean, Zone 6 forward with Crazian having an Uber charge, Alfredo Dan, and
look at Kobe.
Yeah, Electra Heart. They're actually in reverse, though. They don't feel all that comfortable with this. They're going to wait for players to get forward. But, yeah, Kobe way in the back.
Oh.
They're trying to clean him up. Kobe's just been, yeah.
It will only be.
At least he gets the trade there. Kobe's been insane.
Yeah, Kobe, an insanely skilled player. And there's the force out from Crazian, though. That distraction maybe pulling players' attentions apart. Allow the soldier to land on the combo. So, will put Logan.
Man.
Oh, no. Not just an advantage for Logan, but a crumble for Zone 6. Not able to escape with it. Just leaving Electra Heart.
Yeah, and the Zone 6 players were a little bit chatty, you could say, in some of their early matches against other teams when they were destroying them. Still a little bit chatty, just in the sense that Crongington Magoo is like befuddled by what's happening. He's just getting crushed. He took a rocket and a direct hit at the same time. His entire health pool just disappeared. Kobe's just out here tearing them up.
Yeah, Electra Heart getting eaten alive by scouts on that flank.
Yeah, G6 in here with the Ubercharge cap right on top of the spawn door.
Yeah, AIM just locking it down from that high ground. Absolutely nothing Zone 6 can do but watch at this point. Krispy Kreme going down, Electra Heart, all the damage. It's all coming up. G6 even just keeping the point uncapped.
Yeah, they pick up another kill on Crazian. Most of the players from G6 still out here. A few of them have gone down. Alfredo Dan is back on the defense. Sticky's still on the point. Kobe just trying to edge it, but the Stickies will get the kill on him. Logan cleaned up. So it looks like we might actually have a successful defense for Zone 6.
Yeah, maybe a bit of overconfidence from G6 there, just kind of letting them have a crack at it. And, well, sometimes when you do that, they win. But just bot mode poking around in IT, for not IT sewers. For the time being,
yeah,
but second conceded.
They didn't really pressure point very hard there, but just busy getting those frags. And as that fight just carried on more and more, it did end up going the way of Zone 6. They're getting pressured on second here. Ubercharges are even. Bot mode with the close range rocket.
Oh my
AIM
lord!
Coming in, trying to get a shovel, but more just bot mode frags on this direct hit coming out.
Yeah, bot mode just shoved through that whole crowd. Looked like they were getting hit by a car more than a soldier.
Yeah, and they want the frag on Electra Heart.
Oh, no.
Then they're going to cap the point. All players up for G6. 4-0. Halfway through this map and one round away from just putting it away early.
Yeah, G6 making a statement right now on process. Soldiers tearing it up. As now Zone 6 backs against the wall. All to play for now.
Yeah, Scream going to try this sniper once again. And, another thing with a sniper, even if you get, some 50 damage shots or 150 shot that doesn't kill, with those arrow heals, if a player's just tucked away and there's not enough pressure, then that damage just doesn't really matter even.
Yeah, it's picks or bust for the most part, but just rushed down. Scream Alfredo Dan already
Kobe with the flank here. Yeah, gets Electro Heart. Looking to get the medic as well. Staying alive, good dodges. Kobe on low health. 3 kills and an assist with Habib coming in to help with that last kill.
And that will be the wipe for Zone 6. Not how you would want to start your first mid down 4-0.
Yeah, and pressure from Cap on the right-hand spawn door, pressure from AIM on the left-hand spawn door. Conjugate Magoo trying to jump up and chase him. AIM will go down after trying to rotate through Secret. They still have to capture second, so just 4 players in here for G6. Bot mode a little bit isolated. Has that direct hit. Shots on Electro Heart. Ubercharge out here. Cap flying around. Also a flash on bot mode as bot mode. Oh my god.
Bot mode said, get out of my blast.
And then even Logan getting a frag.
Yeah, everyone chipping in there. As all Scream could do was watch.
Yeah.
As his team crumbled. A 5-0 in 17 minutes here for G6 on our first map. You said that we couldn't go until 6. And I guess G6 heard you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they're certainly setting this pace. I mean, we're optimists here on the production crew, just in the sense that, we hope that every match is going to be as close as possible and go the distance. Of course, G6 insanely talented. Bot mode just having a field day with direct hit. There's certainly several weapons in Team Fortress that are basically, you're either missing with them or you're just cleaning up the whole field. I was talking about the Beggar's Bazooka earlier to somebody describing that weapon. That's certainly a little bit more wacky. The direct hit, all the potential is there, but it's just one of those things, if you're not skilled enough to connect with those rockets, you don't have any splash damage, so you're just not going to do any damage. It does have utility uses that basically everybody tries it for. I'm not a great soldier, but it's something where, you're trying to crack it at last. There's a stationary sentry gun. There's a slow heavy weapons guy that needs to soak up a lot of damage. It's a pretty good pick. If you're a player of the caliber of bot mode, plus you're playing on LAN, and you've basically been using their direct hit almost the entire competition, so you're just in that zone. He's having a field day with it, that's for sure. Yeah,
it's one of those weapons where you're essentially changing what the soldier's goal is. Usually the soldier is there to get damage that other people can then clean up on, but now it turns the soldier into itself a fragging class primarily, so definitely bot mode. Showing just what the direct hit can do if you're really in a groove, but it was not just one factor here. Everyone on G6 firing at all cylinders right now.
4 players with over 300 damage per minute. Cap coming in at 409. And, that 357 from Kobe on the scout with 20 frags. Just pretty insane.
Yeah, this is a game of individuals, as you can tell, for G6 right now. Playing well as a team, but without all those frags, they would not be seeing the dominant performance that we are. And with those projectiles being highlighted, as we said, we are heading into Gullywash, an even more soldier-dominated map.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see the stats here on screen, and, Logan, only 2 deaths is another pretty clear one there. Just fairly untouchable. Basically kind of like that one push that faltered that I remember, and I guess apparently another one. I think a mid-fight they got the kill on him, right?
Yeah. So. Yeah, we saw one where Scream got that body shot right at the end and mid, and I don't know what the other one was.
Yeah, I think it was one of their pushes that faltered. And, that tells a full story. And a lot of Team Fortress is kind of this weird catch-22 where, a lot of times, that you might need to play safe. I mean, you do need to play safe. You need to back up. You need to be cautious. But times where you have an advantage, you need to play confident with that advantage. And obviously Zone 6 up against insanely capable opponents. But when they did get that mid-fight, they were even hesitant afterwards. You know, they had their heals there. They had some players there. And they're like, I don't know, I think we need to back up and just reset on 2. And that gave, you know, G6 a lot of space to work with. And as we see the medic stats here, you know, more Uber charges, more heals, more time alive. You know, great performance by G6 all over the place.
Yeah, and that medic difference, it's not really an indictment of Creation so much. It is just an indication of how dominant G6 were.
Yeah.
If you're on the receiving end of a role as a medic, your stats are always going to look something like that.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And just real dominating, without a doubt, from the G6 players. I mean, we knew that they had some very capable players on here. I mean, it's an extremely stacked team. You know, bot mode's going off. Habib, at least pregame here, switched over to Soldier. He's having fun on the hit scan. You know, AIM, Logan, Kobe. They just have a lot of talent on this team, and it's really showing. You know, a collection of some of the greatest Team Fortress players of all time.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a lot of historical greats in there. You mentioned Habib, Caps at this point, bot mode, AIM. Logan.
Yeah.
But also, I think it's worth highlighting Kobe as well, someone who's been sort of tagged as this really big up-and-comer, phenomenal individual talent, super dedicated player, someone who's just been sort of hanging around the kind of that advanced, slow invite level for a long time now, just sort of getting that breakthrough into the top level, and it's been really good to see, you know, just that fresh blood perform so well on a stage.
Yeah, Kobe and Logan definitely kind of a newer generation than, you know, Habib, AIM, and bot mode. So, you know, great to see them here shining with some wonderful teammates. And, yeah, I mean, there's still a lot of young blood, new up-and-coming players in the world of Team Fortress. You know, basically, it's just also a really deep game, you know. And we've seen it at this event where, you know, the teams that are placing 5th and 6th, like, still have players that are very talented, and that, you know, if you were a newer player into the scene, like, you're going to need years to catch up to those players. Yeah. And then, you know, we did see a bit of a skill gap between those teams, and then Kyle Fed Experience and Cat Noise Black. But also, you know, even in that last match, we saw Cat Noises Black getting a little bit outclassed from Zone 6. And, you know, the showcase here is definitely like there's levels to this, right? You know, and it's tough to, you know, go against these players that, one, their deathmatch is so skilled, but also, two, they understand how to play off of these advantages and where they need to be as a team to capitalize on that.
Yeah, it's once you get higher and higher levels in Team Fortress 2, really what changes is the margins are just so thin. You have to push off these small advantages. You have to be able to make every single pick go your way, or you will get run over. Yeah,
and just these things on, you know, one of the first mids of Process, where they basically they captured mid, they won that fight, you know, in a strong fashion, and they had 5 players forward into last, you know, fighting players as they came out of spawn, you know, trying to use the kind of sort of natural map architecture of, you know, yeah, it can be difficult to get into last, but if you're in last already and you're just fighting players as they're coming out of the spawn doors, like, it's easy shooting, you know. So if you can get your team in that position and then just, you know, able to survive in those fights, extend fights while your scout is capturing that second point, then, yeah, you might as well have everybody in there, you know, already pushing that tempo and trying to get further advantage.
Yes, indeed. And we are now looking forward at our second map. It will be Gullywash. So a very different kind of pace map from Process. Process, very open, wide map. Gullywash, a little more constrained, a little more projectile favored. So going to be especially looking at these demo men, especially looking at these soldiers, if they can keep up this dominant performance. The direct hit going to be a little bit of an interesting choice here on Gullywash, where that splash damage is so influential in terms of just locking down these 2 choke points, especially going into second, going into last. That can be a really big deal, so we'll have to see how these soldiers end up operating around each other. But these scouts not outshine either. Going to play a super vital role in locking down this flank, locking down these areas, playing on these off classes on last. it's going to be an all-out brawl if Zone 6 want to take this to a third.
Yeah, and like I said, we also had a class shuffle here. Maybe bot mode and Cap insisting that they stick on their classes. Bot mode certainly having a fun time with that direct hit. Yeah, Logan switching over to Scout, Kobe jumping over to Medic, AIM jumping on the Scout as well. You know, extremely versatile players. They can do whatever they want here.
Yeah, I think AIM, if I remember correctly, has actually played Scout and Invite before, even though he is more known as a soldier, projectile player. I think that's happened, right? I'm not imagining that.
I would believe so, you know.
Yeah, maybe on one of those Mal teams.
Yeah, I think he went Soldier for a long time and then into Scout briefly and then back to Soldier, what he's doing this season.
Yeah, so not a foreigner to the class by any means. And it looks like we won't be seeing any of those changes on the side of Zone 6, although they're not all on their team yet.
Yeah, and also am a bit of a hometown hero. You know, he's somewhat local here. Got to hang out with him and high five back at Dreamhack LANta 2019, which is a lot of fun. So, you know, glad to see that, you know, not only some of these players that didn't have to travel so far making the appearance, but we've also gotten players from, you know, across North America showing up to this event, which has been a lot of fun. And we, again, look forward to the future of DreamHack as part of Team Fortress.
Yeah, been a few hometown heroes on the stage. Yesterday in CS, actually got to cast a open team, all from Atlanta, a group of friends who managed to play their way through all the way up to like lower bracket round 4. So, you know, nice. Always good to see the locals represented on their home stage. But we are getting the word from our crew that we are going live very soon. I don't know. Do you believe in Zone 6? Do you believe in Magic?
Sort of. I'm a pretty science-heavy guy, you know, but supernatural things can happen. And certainly, you know, with this roster switch-up, people on different classes, that could change things around a little bit. Constantine Magoo trying to get on top of Cap very aggressively. Bot mode does get 1 kill before getting taken out by Krispy Kreme. And, well, 4 players out for G6. And Zone 6 is Scream and Creation going to back out of here. But this wraparound can come very speedily. Choke doesn't necessarily get you to safety with that big door approach.
Yeah, but Scream doing an excellent job bodyguarding long enough for Alfredo Dan to come and walk down the door. Will ensure that Creation can live, keep the super up for last, maybe even fight second here as Alfredo Dan going to actually launch himself forward and give his team a lot of space here to fight second, but it could be awkward for them.
Nice.
Scream's going down in no
more from Habib.
Magoo launched on up. They will get the force out. Creation is, I was going to say safe, but no, I had to surf a nice one out to last.
Yeah, I mean, he pops that Uber charge and able to get away, but, you know, not an ideal scenario. Using an Uber charge to just escape with a few of your teammates, not the best setup. And, well, Habib comes up to finish off a blown-up Electro Heart. Bot mode doing his thing again.
Yeah, and you can see that G6 did not expect that fight to come out. They expected to be playing this even into last because AIM is up in that sniper. They were expecting to have to get the pick onto Creation, but it's actually just going to come to them. And right off the bat, AIM going to take down the Demo Man. So with Alfredo Dan down for this last hold, it could be entry. Scream just trying to be a nuisance on this Pyro around the shutter, but that's not the point of entry. Caps is looking to work through River, but meeting some staunch opposition has bought enough time for Alfredo Dan to actually spawn up. So potential push averted here.
Well, they're going to go in anyways. Anyway. Yeah. And this is one of those things with these top-level TF2 teams. They're not necessarily afraid of a one-person disad because they know that there was already damage done. They knew where everybody was standing. They knew that there wasn't an Uber charge. And, well, they're getting the frags here. Last player standing. Krispy Kreme going to get chewed up. And G6 on the board already, 2.5 minutes down.
Yeah, and it all comes down to Zone 6 deciding to push out onto second there. I see the mentality from Alfredo Dan thinking, hey, we spawn fast enough, maybe we can get this space on second. And he did almost manage to stuff them in choke, but then with 2 players going down in kind of no man's land, it leaves Creation exposed bomb, and then you have to hold last down 3. And while they actually managed to make it work for a time, just not able to convert out the round. And it's going to be a quick one here.
Yeah, trying to get some pressure on Cap. They do force him back to the low ground. Habib taken out, but both soldiers destroyed by that bot mode direct hit.
Yeah, bot mode from down low with 2 big kills. Habib did go down to trade it, but with Shiny falling as well. And Alfredo Dan it is just going to be Scream once again bodyguarding Crazian back to last. And will do so. The chase does ensue. But with Mr. Magoo present, never mind, Aim's just going to run it in. Thinks a little better of that one. Bobo doesn't, though. He's stuck in the corner and put down Scream. Going to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, usually you see Aim doing those sort of plays on Soldier on some of the more open maps. This time as a scout, kind of just running in and getting out safely. Does get trapped up on Riverside by Electroheart. Electroheart looking for an arrow to recover here. There goes Electroheart, though. Trying to jump into River, runs into some serious opposition. Ubercharge is out here. Habib flying in. Counter Uber coming out here will chase off G6, but doesn't feel confident enough to, perhaps try to get some more damage and a kill over on Riverside. G6 still pretty well entrenched over there. Alfredo Dan, in trouble. Cap gets that sticky finish.
Yeah, that Uber getting pretty well stuffed over in River, so not finding all that much. Habib tries to take a 1v1 on that player in the corner, but just cleaned up by the scout player, Krispy Kreme. You see what they're trying to do? Bot mode is in main here, just shooting those scary direct hit rockets at point, where they're trying to take the fight with these players, and Logan will capitalize on one. So Push still alive, as they're just kind of floating around this last, never really full committing to it. Scream cleaning up Aim there, down below. Logan killing out the Crazian, he will! Chased all the way down to spawn, put him in the wall, and just like that, Kobe now full ad.
Yeah, one of those things, tried to surf the scattergun into spawn, but instead kind of pushed himself into a corner. The Pyro coming out here does get some flames onto G6, but with this Ubercharge coming out, they're still feeling pretty comfy here. Cap a little bit banged up, but the frags have come out. Oh, there goes Electroheart. It's just 2 up, but they're basically both in spawn. Alfredo Dan trying to get out here. No cap time yet. G6 just kind of playing around the spawn doors.
Playing with their food.
Yeah, for sure. Before finally deciding to take a bite out of him.
Yeah, and the bite it is 2-0. G6 3 rounds away from clinching this whole series. Zone 6, they have to find something. They have to pull it out here. See how they want to bring it to mid. Last time we saw the sniper coming out, no shenanigans on the off-classing yet. From the Zone 6, it looks like a little bit of a more standard mid. Running up on their own sides, but Kobe straight down. Nice pipe from Alfredo Dan, but instant answer from bot mode. No meds this fight as Scream. No, you cannot! Bot mode is on one right now.
Yeah, without a doubt. This mid fight still goes pretty well for Zone 6. I mean, players banged up. Electroheart's going to stand and wait for that health pack to spawn. And, well, Scout is just running in. That's Logan. He's going to be found over by Choke, finally taken out. Players respawning for Zone 6, and they have successfully captured this mid-fight.
Caps is just wandering back on in, though. He wants to put pressure on, and looks like he's given a lot of space to just do so. But will back off, and it looks like they want to make this run for the sniper. Peeking around big door right now. Aim. Relatively passive angle, just wants to see what he can find on any players who want. But an Electroheart gonna offer it up, but no heads clicked today. Now aware of the sniper, they'll be able to play around it just fine. But Kobe knows what situation it is. This is a pretty big ad for G6. Looks like it's around 30% or so.
Yeah, and they're just building in yard, kind of debating, okay, do we want to go big door with our demo man? Are we gonna go
hard building equation though, so this could be less of an advantage than G6 maybe hoped. And looks like they might just let it even out.
Yeah, part of the circumstances here too, is Aim going back and cycling off the sniper. It was an Uber ad of 11 seconds that they're going to let go. But this puts the onus of action onto Zone 6, down 2 rounds. See what they can do here on Gullywash.
It is a little strange when you saw Kobe in that advantage that Aim did come up sniper, but with a pick onto Krispy Kreme, that can be a counter sack sent for like a G6. Caps go down very low. Gotta be careful not to die to spam out in that big door. The nature of Gullywash can be that a lot of damage can come through on these little doors. Mr. Magoo playing with the ramps, trying to do some fancy movement. Known for his jumps, but just kind of an awkward scout fight on the ground. Logan trapped in no man's land, but it's Electroheart going 6 feet under as Scream, Cronjington all gonna fall. Just the awkward positioning on that fight, forcing Zone 6 into some awkward engagements, and it's going to cost them down 3. Just trying desperately to climb, get into River, but they're being peppered.
Yeah, the Uber charge comes out here, and post-Uber is going to be terrible for Zone 6.
No.
Alfredo Dan does manage to surf a rocket that helps shove him back into lobby. Bot mode looking to push through River here.
Electroheart in this forward spawn could do something, but shoots a shot a little early, just going to back spawn on, not Spy. Don't toy with us like that. We've seen enough Spy plays tonight.
Yeah, sometimes you got to bring out some wackiness, but no, he's going to stay on Soldier. There is an engineer out here.
Yeah, just that level 1 being built up by Krispy Kreme in the stairway. Habib with the spam angle, read perfectly. Will prevent that gun from going up. Lightest bit of resistance, but it is an even Uber situation here. None of these teams just going to bust the door down right away.
Yeah, Krispy Kreme choosing to play Pyro now, which can be pretty effective on this map, because basically teams usually either going through the shutter or through River. Actually going to come through launch pad.
C.
Yeah. Interesting jump around, and somehow got the Uber charge off there, forced on Krasian. Not quite sure where the damage was coming from, but
yeah,
took a little too much.
That's actually a really interesting idea, because if you saw that jump off platform, you would never think it was a partial commit. And you see exactly what Shiny wants to do is to stuff that Uber with the Pyro, just getting completely destroyed by aim. So that's going to put them down 1 with this Uber Dishad trying to fight it.
Man.
A lot of eyes drawn by the soldiers, but only Logan goes down in return. Krasian and Scream get absolutely melted. It's only Alfredo Dan. We've seen the demo clutches on this map, but not to be. 3-0 up for G6.
Yeah, that kind of little launch pad rotation was pretty hilarious, and they went for it again. With this time though, the Uber charge actually being used. Of course, that's because they had a huge ad, just kind of jumping out right away.
Yeah, as we do see again another mid. Nothing too crazy coming out. We're going to see the fast mid again. And this time, Krispy Kreme going to run down caps on the demo man. So that's a good start for Zone 6. Electroheart very low, going to hopefully collect an arrow down lower. But Habib and bot mode going down. Finally, a scrap of success found here for Zone 6 on the mid fight.
Yeah, their second mid-fight win. This one a little bit more comfortable with 5 players still alive. Crongington and Magoo trying to jump through choke. His team a little bit slow to follow him.
Electroheart was in with a window onto Kobe, but well read by aim. Just going to kind of feed 2 here. Alfredo could have gotten one of those scouts with a trap, but not to be. Didn't have to actually retreat and give up mid off of those picks. So just like that, the point has evaporated.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be so well timed with your coordination. And Crongington Magoo getting through choke, but not necessarily having the support to spam down a player. Took a little bit too much damage. Medic not quite there to be able to get the arrow heal.
Yeah.
And then, Electroheart jumping in, expecting Crongington to still be there as well as other teammates, and he got cleaned up easily.
Yeah, just a bit of miscoordination on those soldiers going to cost
Crongington,
them.
though.
But speaking of costing them, Logan and Caps going down, but the flank was able to come in for the force. This exchange going to still favor Zone 6 as it's a crappy fight all over the place here, but Habib gets caught in Big Door, and now just 2 up. Bot mode will want to bodyguard Kobe out here, as it will be mid retaken for Zone 6, so fighting back into this now. Forwards will mean that G6 can hold second.
Yeah, plenty of players up on second point for G6. So they've sort of stabilized here.
Yeah, and both of these teams, it is a scrap fest right now. No one wanting to give an inch. As we see these Ubers just hard building out on their respective points. We'll have to see how they want to break this stalemate. It is going to fall to Zone 6. They hold mid. They're down 3. And G6, they know this. It is all on Zone 6 to bust this play open. So these Ubers start to come up to 100%. No off classes or anything of the such just yet. Likely going to be a soldier trying to initiate. Just chilling for now. Not even a lot of pressure being applied, especially to Big Door. Just, we have a scout in drop down. That's aim. Setting up for the play. Zone 6 will be spotting for that, and Magoo gonna clean him up. So, but bot mode goes down at the same time in choke, so with 2 players down, this could be a window for Zone 6 to get something. Force onto Kobe, a push even.
Yeah.
But, oh my god, look, they're getting aggressive. They're just gonna take this exchange and choke. and it is going to favor Zone 6, popping off the Uber quite a bit later. Spawns now just going up for G6. Habib could get caught very low and will. Now the positioning just not there for G6. Gonna have to concede mid. They lose bot mode as well. You gotta be careful not to bleed players. They do lose aim, but Cap with the huge pipes. Scream and Crazian down. And just like that, it will still be G6 actually with the wipe. Just barely Habib 9 will spawn.
Yeah, Crongington, Magoo, and Krispy Kreme basically combining for that whole wipe there. Both of them getting, I believe, 3 kills.
Yeah, but that kill was hugely important from Caps onto Crazian. If he had not gotten that kill, it would have meant Crazian had an Uber advantage going into last. Now they're able to play the situation even. And aim is on Spy. Could just be checking it, but looks like he does want to leave indeed. We've seen a few Spy plays on the stage so far. We'll have to see if aim can continue the streak. But Habib, he's doing it all on his own, just takes down Crongington in the lobby. So while aim is hoping to sit above the shutter and gets a position in Electroheart. Ooh, just caught out in main. I don't know where he got there from. Maybe from Baby Door?
Yeah, definitely from Baby Door. And kind of awkward. It's definitely funny for aim that, you know, the defensive Spy like doesn't necessarily.
With it, though. Oh no, but he peeked in Big Door there. There's a Spy of his own. Crongington Magoo is also on Spy.
Oh, and Crongington gets splashed.
Big fans of the French here in the server today.
Yeah.
As somehow both of these Spies live.
Crongington Magoo though,
just aim still paranoid, shooting in all the corners in Big Door. I have to imagine these players are going to switch at some point as Habib goes down. So with aim on the Spy, that's effectively 2 down.
Well, I wouldn't count him completely out.
And Cap as well, just getting caught around this retreat. So it is a poor position here.
Aim getting into position
though.
Still
on Spy.
Oh.
And he will, oh no, just get caught out in mid.
Yeah, a little bit.
While all that is happening, the distraction.
Oh, and
Logan
down.
Crazian.
Yeah, that's a drop. Crazian had a couple drops earlier in this tournament. Still some frags coming out here though for G6. And aim somehow surviving on this Spy. He's just going to stick with it.
I mean, they clearly don't expect it. It's working.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fight just evolving into absolute chaos. But now we see Electroheart up in that forward spawn, just going to take a pot shot on Snipe and then back off. Not even going to wait for it.
Yeah, they will hold the door for aim, so aim is finally able to get off that class.
Yeah, aim, maybe considering a new main. You know, we say he's out here playing Scout, known for his soldier. I don't know, maybe trying out Highlander.
And the traffic cone trap does get disrupted. Still pretty well positioned stickies. Jump around from Crongington Magoo, trying to put pressure on Choke to get Kobe out of their bot mode.
Oh.
A juggle on Alfredo Dan gets him down. Cap also getting the kill on Crazian. Aim the only one down here. More kills coming out for G6. Krispy Kreme trying to get on top of Cap. Gonna end up eating a pill.
Yeah, and that's a full wipe here for Zone 6. Again, it feels like they're trying a little too hard to hold on to the second point when they could just be conceding it and going to last. As soon as we saw that forward position again from Alfredo Dan trying to get the stickies off into Choke, it just sort of crumbled as soon as they were able to lose a man ad. Bot mode is just trying to keep them locked in the spawn, cap the point. The Uber will come out from Kobe, so it is a fight back from Zone 6. They're not totally out of this with Habib going down and Kobe.
Oh, they can't stop Logan, though. Crongington Magoo was in the water area, able to get some work done, you know, slowing down Habib, getting that frag eventually. But just the defense stretched too thin.
Oh,
and, well, Zone 6 facing championship point.
The Logan sniper going to come out trying to deal the death blow on this mid. Like we said before, if the sniper on mid, you need to get kills or you are baiting your team. Damage is not enough. You see the peek from Big Door going to come in onto this demo, man. Alfredo Dan, a chance and a miss. But we'll have more at it as Crongington Magoo going down. So still favoring G6 here. And there's the pick. Logan going to take out the demo, man. It is starting to crumble here.
Yeah,
the full wipe. And maybe a bit of defeat shown from Crazian there. Just accepting fate.
Yeah, they're going to be in trouble. One thing that will buy them just a little bit of breathing room, ironically, is that Sniper's just got the ×1 capture rate. So
no flank scout.
Yeah, second point still, you know, wide open. It's going to take G6 a little bit of time here to even be able to get the final capture. But in that meantime, they're just getting frags here. Only 3 people up for Zone 6, and they're getting zoned out.
Yeah, the only zone they're allowed to occupy is Spawn right now, as this slow, agonizing defeat seems inevitable. Just fountain diving at this point, RG6. They haven't even finished the second cap. Do they know they haven't finished the second cap?
Yeah.
I think they do. Oh, Logan, don't do it.
Just taunting his own team.
Oh, my.
They're saying, just finish the cap, bro. And, yeah, there we go. And Kobe on the point here. Needs to get some heals on cap. Oh, wow.
And bot mode. If there was any way to say how this game is gone, that would be it.
I think that sums it up pretty well. The
bot mode double.
The bot mode direct hit, just absolute destruction, really showcasing what that weapon is capable of in the hands of an expert. And, you know, Zone 6 were able to get a round off of G6 earlier in this tournament, unable to do that in the grand finals, and G6 making quick work of them, ensuring that we indeed will finish on time.
Yes, indeed. And we thank them for that. You know, it's interesting. I was talking to some of those Zone 6 guys at the end of the first day, and they said they thought they had G6 a little figured out. They thought they had found a crack, and
yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they had it figured out that they were going to get stomped. You know, that's about.
I don't know. Maybe I was being gaslit. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good to have confidence.
Yeah,
good to have confidence. Good to have confidence. Yeah, we should be able to pull up some stats from the second game in just a second.
Yeah, we will have interviews.
Yeah, and we will have an interview coming up.
From either team going to be headed out here, but right now it will be logs. Everyone's favorite thing in TF2.
Yeah, we'll hear from the players. Some of them are already popping off in the Twitch chat. Habib saying, "World champions." I mean, you know, this is the most recent LAN, so I mean, I think that's fair in a sense, right? You know.
You got to gas yourself up.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. Of course, you know, there's some people not quite making it here. Shout out to Sandblast in chat. I thought he was going to be here, but you know, apparently not. So I mean, G6 needed maybe a bit more of a challenge. They were crushing people. Cap again, spitting out absurd amount of damage. 442 on this second map. Habib switching from Scout over to Soldier. He had a strong 380. Crunchington Magoo actually, you know, putting out some damage himself, but that bot mode direct hit still just nasty. Habib somehow getting 5 air shots in this half. And, well, it was a little bit more difficult for G6. Logan passing 5 deaths.
Yeah, and I mean, you see it in the med line as well. Half the deaths for Kobe there as for Krajan. But again, that is not necessarily an indicator of Kobe being a very good medic, not even a med man, and Krajan as not having played in a hot minute. Just really indicative of the storyline. We do see that on the medic stats quite often.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot easier to play medic when your team is just absolutely fragging out, you know. That simplifies the equation a little bit. You know, and especially some of these occasions where whether it was Logan or whether it was AIM, where they're just like running through choke points, they get in and then they can just dodge shots and survive and then just like spit out an absurd amount of damage as well. I mean, that just makes success pretty easy.
Yeah, you're definitely setting up your medic to have a good game if you just don't let anyone get at all near them.
Yeah, definitely. And, yeah, quick shout-out to our producers. Quick shout-out to everybody else who participated in this Team Fortress event. Also, of course, shout-out to Dreamhack, the Dreamhack staff, and all of the wonderful sponsors that helped to make this happen. I'm trying to pull that up real quick just to give it nice and proper. I know that we had Intel out here, U.S. Air Force, Monster Energy, Circle K, Juniper Networks, and JBL Quantum.
Yeah, no, Monster, they've been raining down those free cans on us, keeping us all lively here. We did have a broadcast go till, I think it was around 4 a.m. last night for CSGO. So definitely making the all-nighters possible, because what is LAN if you're not staying up all night, slamming back those energy drinks?
Yeah, without a doubt. Yep. And, well, we're going to have to shut things down here in a little bit. Production needs to wrap things up. But I do believe the game plan is for us to get an interview. So we're not going to shut down the stream yet. But we are going to wrap up in just a second. We're probably going to kick you off the booth. So any final words about the event or shout-outs you want to give real quick?
Yeah, of course. I mean, thank you for casting with me, Eckstein. It's been absolutely
Pleasure.
lovely throughout
Yeah,
this
without
weekend.
a doubt.
Thank you to all of the other staff, Kirsty, Adam, Joker, Connie, everyone, Charlie, Nina, who have been running this tournament. Yeah, everyone go say thank you to Nina if you're still in the free play area.
Yeah.
I've been putting out fires all weekend and absolutely killing it. We got the Yao sauce here.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Yao sauce. This stuff very good. It's the this is the blueberry ghost. Yes, it is. I was right. Yeah, try some Yao sauce if you haven't. If you did manage to get some, I believe we are sold out already.
Yeah, sold out, but we'll be making an appearance at another event. I'm sure about it. And yeah, shout out to Valve for some of the awesome swag that they've made over the years. Go ahead and get yourself swagged up. Of course, also Essentials.tf have some awesome gear that they put on sale. And yeah. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We should be getting an interview coming up shortly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Chat with some of the people from both of the teams. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Yeah, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am here with one of your champions, Habib, representing G6. Congratulations, Habib. How does it feel?
Thank you. Pretty good. Had a lot of fun.
Nice. This is not the first time I've interviewed you after winning a LAN.
Definitely not.
Maybe the first time post-retirement, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
or retirement.
Yeah. As they say, as self-evident here a little bit. Yeah. How does it feel, though, to be like switching teams and still a champion?
Well, the teams, they know what they were looking for when they asked me to play.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah.
I asked them. I was like, "Ooh, are you guys going with your full roster?" They're like, "Ooh, some of us might not be able to make it." You know me, I always got that LAN itch, so
right.
I'll come back from retirement only for LAN.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. I mean, that's a good way to do things. Chasing that prize money.
Exactly.
You guys cleaned up today. Was a lot of fun watching you. Let's keep it on the gameplay for a little bit, and then we'll get into LAN in general. You played some Scout, you played some Soldier. You're known for your demo man. How does it feel to be like on these other classes and still just balling out?
It is absolutely freeing X-Time.
Yeah.
It is just everything I've ever wanted. Anything that I cannot do on demo, I can do it on Soldier and Scout.
Yeah.
This is so much fun.
Just hopping in there.
5 ping Soldier, 5 ping Scout.
Yeah.
This is so easy.
You had the most air shots in that second map. You had 5, according to the logs. We saw some good ones.
I almost doubled the guy with the high bomb, but I missed. And then we lost the mid.
I think I saw that shot, and it was close. It close.
Happens.
Yeah. Sometimes they get away from you, but you still had some highlights.
Oh yeah, it felt good.
Yeah. What was more fun, being paired up on Scout with Kobe or being paired up on Soldier with bot mode?
I would say the thing is, like 5 ping Soldier, you're just flying, you're hitting every shot. I think it's more fun.
Yeah.
Scout, the nice thing about Scout on LAN, all your shots register down to a T. Pistol, 90 LG across the map.
Yeah.
But it's all right. Soldier though, too much fun. Way too much fun.
And did you have some good times in like the group stage or earlier matches as well? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Yeah. It seemed like you guys were just having a ton of fun out there.
Yeah.
Bouncing around. I didn't get to see if you played medic at all.
I did.
You did. Okay.
I had to put in a shift.
Yeah.
Everyone put in at least one shift on medic.
Nice. That's a good way to do things. You know? And I'm sure like comms were pretty good. Like y'all were vibing.
Yeah, we were chilling.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. Glad to hear it. Did you get to experience Dreamhack a little bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
I walked around. I talked to some cosplay shorties. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You gotta flex.
I had to. Let them know.
Yeah.
Number 1 TF2 player, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all the time. And they're like, "Isn't that game like old?"
Yeah. So what's your Valorant ID?
Yeah, I used to play that in middle school.
Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's all right. I saw you also like playing some like tower defense game.
Oh,
or some
balloons.
shit.
Okay, to be honest, that's some loser stuff. To be honest, I should have been walking around even more. I was just bored.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you're like pursuing a world championship in like Clash of Clans or something, because I know whatever you're doing, you're winning, right?
Oh man, I'm trying my hardest, man.
Yeah,
for
nice.
sure.
What else is going on with the life of Habib? We don't get to see as much of you in the TF2 world anymore.
Yeah, that's
LANs
true.
only, so
I guess like in real life, you mean?
Yeah.
Honestly, man, I'm just working. I'm just trying to make money.
Yeah.
Building assets, equity. You know what I'm saying? No liabilities, all that.
For sure. Spinning up some businesses,
Yes,
all
sir.
that. Yeah,
Yes,
get
sir.
that passive income.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Trying to make money in my sleep.
Yeah. That's a good way to do it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta
support your business too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you did?
for sure. I don't know if anybody from G6 picked up a bottle, but
I gotta try some. And that custom beer that you made, the hop it, don't drop it. That was too good.
Oh,
that
nice.
One was fire.
I'm glad to hear you got a little bit of a taste of that.
Absolutely.
You want to taste of some ghost pepper shit right now? Should
right
we do
now
it on stream? Put some
just a little bit.
Yeah,
I'll try it.
Let's do it.
I am brown beta. I should be able to handle it.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Is that enough?
Put a
let's
little
do
bit.
If I give you too much, I'll do it with you. Shit is fire.
Oh, literally.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
One little drop. Oh, there we go.
Should I rip it?
Yeah, dude. You want to? Oh yeah. Okay. I'll try to catch up.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah. It's got some fire.
Whoo!
Yeah, it creeps up on you.
That's good.
Pyro
that's
hides
good.
around the corner or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Hopefully in the future I can figure it out to like do some cooking for the gamers too.
You have to, bro. Come on. You
gotta
show us how that Dota team won.
Yeah.
It's all in the food.
Yeah,
you know
it
what I'm
is.
saying?
Taking care of yourself.
You gave these guys that
right.
premium 93 octane fuel. You know what I'm saying? Those players we're eating meals made with love.
The dream, you know, and some people on maybe listening right now might help make the dream a possibility, but the dream is to just be able to like roll up to the LAN with like 250 tacos and just start handing
some
them
of
out.
that.
Yeah, just start handing them out.
That'd be good, man.
Yeah,
the taco with that's like it's like a spicier and it tastes so good. It's like it rhymes with Tabasco, but it's like way better.
And a little bit of that
way
fruitiness,
better,
you know,
way
right?
better.
Too.
It's nice.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate the kind words.
Absolutely,
Habib.
man. Hey, I'm a bit of a foodie myself.
Excellent.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
I have a
you're
broad
in
taste.
a foodie city too, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I already had the wings. ATL wings hit different.
Yeah, yeah, they're good. I haven't gotten to experience too much of the food in Atlanta, but I'm hoping to.
Definitely do.
Maybe tonight and tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, we're the general TF2 community. You know, we're working on our organizing. I was like talking some game about getting like an after party set up. You know, just like go, you know, rent a bar or some shit. You know, find a space. Didn't happen this time, but you know we're always looking forward to the future. You know, you got to build up to it, right?
It's hard to make those things happen, honestly. Even like the last couple of LANs, we weren't really able to do it fully, but it's all good. As you said, the future, you know.
Yeah.
It's not like we have to deal with any of those lockdowns anymore.
Thank
God,
for
man.
sure. We're in that post-lockdown phase, and everything just comes back with a passion.
We're in the bliss state, exactly. Everything's come back twice as hard, if you ask me.
Yeah, for sure. Any shout-outs you want to give about your teammates or, you know, good memories from this LAN you want to share real quick?
Oh, yeah. Good memories. Oh, yeah. We were outside Centennial Olympic Park and some old dude who was he was homeless, but he came up to us and he was just spitting game at us. Like this guy was dropping gems.
Rapping.
He was a bit of an older gentleman, but he was bestowing some knowledge upon us. You know what I'm saying?
Excellent. And you guys applied that in game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, there are certainly a lot of life lessons, you know, from TF2 and applying to TF2, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Did you guys get to do any sightseeing? I know that Cronjington and some people went to the aquarium.
I got to see a lot of things. Logan, he literally lives here. Caps lives about 30 minutes north.
Yeah, Ames.
Oh man,
the
drive from the suburbs back into the city and back was nice. I also went to go see a lot of, you know, just some of the touristy things like the CNN Center.
Yeah.
We went to we checked out the other parts of the Congress Center as well. It was pretty nice. And then we walked by the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It was pretty cool. This is my second time in the city in 6 years. So.
Okay. Awesome. Well, yeah, that's part of the fun with Dreamhack. You know, hit up all these different sites. We were in Dallas in beginning of June. And there's certainly some plans next year for some cool places. So we'll have to see what happens with that.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Awesome. Final shout-outs, Habib?
Yo, first of all, shout-outs to you. Killing it on the cast. Come on, bro. Come on, Brody.
Thanks, bro.
Gotta give yourself some credit, too, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
Shout-outs to Zone 6, East Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? Shout-outs to my homies G6, you know what I'm saying? We pulled it up. We had a last-minute couple roster switches, but, you know, still shout-outs to Law Guy, of course, even if we don't make it. Shout-outs to Soapy, who I was subbing for. I was subbing for Soapy.
Yeah, that's true.
Shout-outs to 20ZC. You already know the boys.
Yeah, they're holding it down.
And yeah, shout outs to everyone that showed up.
Yeah, awesome. Well, a pleasure, Habib. Pleasure to watch you in game. Pleasure to chat with you. Hopefully we can hang out a little bit more after we get all wrapped up here. That's going to do it for now, though. And stay tuned. We're going to pull on somebody from Zone 6. So we'll be right back with another interview. Thanks for tuning in for this one. Big ups to Habib. Wow, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to our post-Grand Finals interview series. I'm Eckstein, joined this time by Scream from Zone 6. Scream, congratulations on second place. Obviously, you know, a little rough to not be able to take the Grand Finals up against G6. Solid opponents. Give me, some initial thoughts on that Grand Finals, how things went.
Yeah, obviously playing G6, you know, some of the best players in the game.
Yeah.
Top invite players, you know, you got Habib, and they're all off-classing and stuff, but no, they're still really good mid-invite to top playoff players.
Yeah.
You know, it's always a great experience playing against them. You know, I play them in scrims. I played on a low-invite team this season, again, as Combo Scout, and playing them in real life is pretty surreal, and this is my first LAN, so.
Yeah. How was the LAN experience for you in terms of just, like, I guess, in-game play right now? I'll get to the other stuff later.
LAN experience was pretty good. Obviously, we didn't have servers up until finals, but, you know, we still had pretty low ping.
Yeah.
We didn't have too many troubles with matches and stuff, so.
Yeah. And, I mean, it was a pretty good matchup against Cat Noise's Black. You know, a lot of the games that we saw, you know, even in group stage, you know, some of the games were kind of a little slower in the sense of, like, you know, 10 minutes to get around and then maybe still really tight. You know, one of those matches today, you guys ended up, you know, blowing it out a little bit more later in the game, but, you know, it was a pretty close series.
Yeah, we ended up, you know, when you're playing a team that close and you're trying to confirm second place, it's like we're really careful to play slow and not push our advantages too much, especially on that Sunshine match. We were up 3-1, and it's like, we don't really have any incentive to push out here, so we just kind of sat, and that's something I think we did a really good job of securing, getting in the Grand Finals. And obviously, Grand Finals didn't go our way, obviously, but it's always good to play against some of the best.
Yeah, and certainly also a pretty good step up in prize money, like you mentioned, between third place and second place.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, kind of on that note, how was it, you know, playing with some of these guys in person for the first time? You know, I know that personally in my history, like, once I meet people that are, like, internet friends, you know, like, meeting them in person, it just kind of changes everything, you know. You really get to understand them more.
Yeah, and I'd seen Nick and Shiny before, but I hadn't actually played with them on a LAN, so it's pretty interesting. It's nice to have, like, your teammates right there, so you can kind of, like, explain it to them versus, like, online it can be kind of awkward or be kind of weird.
Yeah.
And
one person steps away from the computer, you don't even realize it.
Yeah, you have that super direct ability just to tell anybody anything that's on your mind right away, and there's no delay, right? So.
Yeah, cool. What were some personal highlights from you in game, you know, throughout this tournament? You get any, like, super huge frags that you were proud of?
Well, I had a couple of 5Ks, and I was proud of the spy play on second. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, we had a planned sack where Nick would jump in, and the medic just kind of fell right into my arms and got backstabbed. But not really much you could do for that player, unfortunately, but we had a good time. I think I just had a lot of, like, random 5Ks, but I was living a lot, so it wasn't like, you know, kill 5 players in one fight. It was a lot of, like, kill 2 here, you know, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a strong performance from you and your team. You guys did great. What were some of the highlights, you know, from this LAN? You're from the Georgia area, or at least going to school here, right? You know, so it must be nice to kind of have this big festival in your backyard.
Yeah, and we're pretty close. So I live in Kennesaw, which is about 20 or so miles north of here.
Okay.
So we have everyone staying there. We came in, and a lot of these people haven't been to Atlanta before, so we actually went to the Georgia Aquarium, which I think is probably the biggest highlight of the city.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's World of Coke and stuff like that, but it was a good time, and I think there's some unique parts about the city that I didn't even know because I haven't really driven around a lot of these streets, so there's a lot to see. And I was pretty satisfied with it. I was glad they had a good time.
I know that, Cronjington Magoo is really excited about the aquarium and, you know, getting to experience Atlanta, you know, outside of the festival. What did you think of the festival itself?
I thought the festival was pretty cool. I mean, obviously, didn't really spend a lot of time here because the driving is pretty intensive in Atlanta, so a lot of commuting time.
And parking today, this morning, was a little bit
parking
of a pain,
today was insane, but we ended up figuring it out, so it all worked out.
Nice. The festival, a fun time. You know, did you guys get to do anything else or still have anything else on the agenda for tonight?
Well, tonight probably just chill, looking to maybe play some mini golf.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Probably get some dinner and
Yeah. Did you come by? We had Georgia Tech playing in the Valorant finals.
Yeah, I
earlier.
saw them play. I don't know if they won, but unfortunately,
it was a little rough. They started off strong. It was like their map pick, and then after that, it kind of went a little downhill.
Yeah, I know we have a pretty good team.
Yeah.
But, obviously, I've only seen them online. I just walked over to see what was going on. I saw Georgia Tech. I was like, oh, they're playing. It's kind of cool, but.
Yeah, definitely. You got any shout-outs for your teammates or, other fun memories that you want to share from this event so far?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to shout out some of my teammates that I played with in the past. Obviously, Shiny, Nick, Bear, Crazian, and Alfredo Dan. Really fun LAN crew. Paul, Sleepy, Pablo, Xanda. Trying to think of other players. Rave, Apathy. Pete, had a really good time playing with him this season. And Magmar, reverse shout out to that guy at the absolute worst. Very disappointed in you, our entire team. Absolutely unbelievable. But yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us on this interview.
Yeah,
thanks for joining us at the LAN. Appreciate your presence. You guys played great. Obviously TF2 is a game with many levels. And as you get to the top. Even still, the growth is almost exponential, and you just got bot mode clowning on you with the direct hit, right? That must have been a little frustrating. I know he got some good kills.
Surely.
Yeah.
That guy, he had me in a box. I was not having a good time.
Yeah, it wasn't like Ludwig where you're raising money for charity or something.
Yeah, I hit that guy for 160. I'm like, I really hope this guy dies in the next shot, and I'm already dead before I can even shoot him again.
Brutal.
Brutal. Good times, though. Good times.
Awesome. Well, glad to hear that y'all were still laughing and enjoying the LAN. Congratulations on your first LAN coming in with second place. We got a little trophy that they were handing out as well. I don't know if you already got your trophy.
I already got my trophy.
Okay,
it was nice.
Awesome. Well, thanks again for joining us on the interview. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull up anybody else for a quick chat, somebody from the production or something. So we might just slowly creep our way out of here. Production already kind of breaking down some of our other setup here. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Huge shout out to everybody who attended from the Team Fortress community. Shout out to everybody who's been watching from home. Appreciate the support. Stay tuned to essentials.tf for more details about future LANs. We're certainly looking to continue to just build upon this momentum at DreamHacks in the future. And follow the DreamHack social media as well. And pretty much that's it for this time. We'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Peace out.